our product offering that I'll get to in the next couple slides here is an all-in-one Sage 100 integrated e-commerce solution. So what you should be seeing here, and I'm going to just kind of motion on screen here, but basically this diagram gives you an overview of how CIMcloud and Sage 100 work together to drive a website experience for users. So what we do is install our proprietary sync tool, which is an integration technology that we've developed. We would build that, maintain it on your Sage server. And what we're doing is tapping into both the macro data, so your customers, their bill tos, their ship tos, or their single bill to, their ship tos, your products, the pricing, inventory levels. If you're using things like internal rate tables for shipping or for tax purposes, obviously all of that information is locked inside of the ERP system, and to utilize it on a website requires integration, as well as things that are customer specific. So their negotiated pricing, quantity price breaks, sales order and invoice history, being able to purchase on terms. Again, all of that information lives inside your ERP system. And so getting it out either requires doing an import export strategy, a integrator strategy, or a solution like CIMcloud that's actually designed to be integrated with Sage 100. So what we're doing is taking that information, bringing it out into our platform that allows your customers and your employees to access that Sage 100 information. For customers, they can log in. I'll get to this in just a minute, but they can log in. They can see their customer specific information. For your reps, they can log in and see their specific account groupings, all of that information. And then ultimately, any activity happening out here on the web that's transactional, so placing a sales order, making an invoice payment, all of that flowing back into the ERP system or your Sage 100 system in real time. So what you would be seeing here, if I was drawing on screen, is a bi-directional real-time integration between Sage 100 and CIMcloud, keeping both systems up to date and giving customers and employees an accurate snapshot in a remote environment into Sage 100. So that's kind of our core product offering. There's additional things that we can do for clients and do for clients. So think of like an API driven order pass through. So maybe you have a standalone direct to consumer website, maybe that's built on Shopify or Magento. And we can utilize our API framework and our integration technology to pass those orders into Sage 100. We have punch out functionality that we can utilize. So again, a lot of highly complex custom things that we can do for users, but out of the box, we have a Sage bidirectionally integrated platform that I'm going to dig into right now. So I mentioned earlier the ability to utilize CIMcloud as a customer portal from an existing website. So obviously some of the value there is giving your marketing team, allowing your marketing team to continue operating a standalone website for the purposes that they want to utilize it for: information, branding, storytelling, and then utilizing CIMcloud as an add-on to that website to provide a customer portal for your obviously customers. So things that they can do, right? So they can go through a product catalog or a price list, view product information, see their pricing, see quantity price breaks, look at different reports on frequently or recently ordered products, obviously placing orders based on terms. So if I'm net 15 or net 30 and the website requires me to place a credit card or to put a credit card down at the time of purchase, I'm probably not going to use the website and I'm just going to call your team. But if I can go online, I can purchase with terms, basically as a bill me order type, then I'm going to use the system because I don't have to spend my time or call during business hours or email and hope that somebody received it. I can just log into the site, place that order, and get back to whatever else I was doing with my day. Obviously, I mentioned earlier, you can see order and invoice history. So again, because CIMcloud is integrated with Sage 100, we're bringing up both online and offline history. So that's a key value add with CIMcloud, is that we're going to give that entire customer snapshot and not just the information that would be, or the orders and payments that were made on the website. And then obviously giving users the ability to manage their account information. So, hey, we have a new ship to, or hey, we've moved locations, or hey, we have a new employee here that's responsible for purchasing. all of those things, giving users the control to add, edit on their own, removes the need for your team to handhold users basically on how they utilize the website. The remote employee visibility was one thing I alluded to earlier. And what you're seeing here is my CRM workspace. This is included in my base product. Some customers get a ton of value from it. Some customers utilize other CRM solutions and perfectly fine there. But what this gives your business, and where I kind of see this most commonly utilized, would be businesses that have a customer service. Maybe it's 1, 3, 5 people, and all they do all day, every day is receive phone calls, emails, tickets, whatever else they're getting, requesting support from customers. And so this gives you a quick and easy snapshot into Sage account information. It gives these reps an ability to place orders remotely, to apply payments remotely, to answer questions from customers remotely. So again, it gives your business, rather than having to VPN into Sage or having a designated workstation within your business that has that Sage interface, this gives you the ability to see information that's accurate, place orders or do things transactionally and keep Sage accurate, and do all of that again in a remote real-time environment. So again, between the customer portal and the rep enablement or CRM portal, these would be the core building blocks of CIMcloud, and things are included in my base product. So this is all just out of the box, purchase, install, go live. Typically, you're looking at, for the B2B customer portal and the CRM rep portal, you're looking at a 2 to 3 month implementation timeline, just depending on scope there. But again, the key thing is that this is standard out of the box product that you can get live and get value from very quickly as a business. So some additional things that I alluded to was the public facing web component. So whereas some customers come to me and say, hey, we want to keep our existing website and just use a B2B customer portal with CIMcloud to get value, others come to me and say, hey, we want to use CIMcloud for a public website. And there's kind of two strategies to that. So what you're seeing here on screen is a customer of ours that wanted to use the website as a demand generation tool. They wanted businesses to be able to search in their area and find them and figure out what products they offer. But what you can see here is that all transactional functionality is behind a login. So sign in to see price, sign in to place an order, sign in to view account information. So the key thing here is they wanted users to be able to find their business, learn about their business, request an account with their business, but everything transactional, again, is behind a login. Whereas a site like this on my screen now would be a full retail website. So basically saying, hey, we want for our business to business customers to be able to log in and see their account information, but we want anonymous guest users to be able to come see information about our product, see pricing, see inventory availability, place orders. We'll ship it anywhere. So this would be kind of your full retail environment where you're saying users can log in, they cannot log in. We're going to show, the standard price or the retail price field from item maintenance in Sage 100 to a non-logged in user. But then when a user does log in, they're going to see their negotiated pricing. So again, giving you that full e-commerce experience. So everything from a customer portal off an existing website to a complete site replacement is things that we do for customers as CIMcloud. So the big thing that I'll hit in this last slide on our product overview here is, how do I get this implemented for my business, right? So one thing that we've worked on at CIMcloud over, the last 3 to 4 years, I've been with the business for about 6.5, but one thing we've really focused on within our business and our deployment implementation is giving users flexible options to get this implemented for their business. So there's kind of a couple components to this, right? So one is giving customers or CIMcloud customers the flexibility to manage budget. So rather than saying, hey, you have to outsource all of the work on this project, maybe you have a team internally, maybe you have a marketing team or Maybe you have some sophisticated IT resources that are fully capable of implementing the solution once it's had the integration work done. And that allows you to keep that cost of the project mostly on payroll. You can utilize uh, different solutions for outsourcing of labor. So you could say, hey, we have a marketing manager. He or she is going to be kind of overseeing the CIMcloud implementation project, but we want to use an implementation partner firm. And that would be a firm that I would bring in. They would give you kind of a scoped out labor package. So here's what we're going to do for you on the project. Here's what work you're doing. Here's the work we're doing. So that would be one option, is bringing in an implementation partner. We also at CIMcloud have a complete division of our business that is exclusively designed for professional services. So that could be everything from project management services to discrete customization work. Maybe you have custom integration needs where you want to utilize a non-standard workflow on whether it's product information, sales order entry. So utilizing my professional services group to customize the platform to your needs. And then also using a VAR or your Sage value-added reseller like Matrix to say, hey, we're doing a Sage integrated e-commerce project, and we need some help making sure that the logic within our Sage 100 system is going to play well with the logic that we want to utilize on the website. So what you're seeing here is a kind of multi-faceted approach to implementing CIMcloud. And the key thing with where I fit into all of this is helping you understand what are the resources that you have available for the project internally, what are the resources that are needed to have project success, so how much work is going to go into having the solution effectively implemented, and then how do we want to structure a project team within both your goals from a timing standpoint, from a budget standpoint, and from a project scope standpoint. So like I said, part of what I do with every customer is sit down and say, okay, great. Here's what we're going to do from a business standpoint. We're going to do a B2B customer portal off of your existing website for users to log in and place orders. Now let's figure out how we're going to get this implemented within a budget that you're comfortable with. So just wanted to introduce the concepts of, it's not just buy a website, snap your finger, and it's ready to roll.